is the Decatur Emergency Assistance Ministry. It was started years ago.
In the 1970s, there were 8 churches who wanted to become involved in helping people who lived within our area, that was important, with emergency assistance needs.
Its intent is to help people out when they're in a crisis, a food crisis or a crisis with a utility bill or medications.
I never thought this could happen to me. I never imagined having to ask for help for food. I was in my 40s. I had a family and had been a stay-at-home mom, had just recently started back to work, surprised by the fact that my family of 16 years had split up. The next year, I was diagnosed with a chronic illness. The next year, as things were getting more and more difficult physically, I actually was in an auto accident. So very soon I was found myself as a single mom, unemployed, not qualifying for unemployment or disability because of pre-existing condition. And I found myself just really worrying about my daughter and how I was going to meet her needs. I didn't want to be in that place. It was not a place that I had chosen. That was really hard.
And we've seen this over and over again when families have gotten into very difficult situations and they couldn't pay their rent or they couldn't buy their groceries.
The people who come into DEAM as clients are, they're humble and they're hopeful and they have great needs.
Just think about their needs for food and clothing and shelter. And families are about to lose all of that because of a loss of job or for some other reasons, and they don't have anywhere to go.
I think most people don't realize how quickly you can go from sitting around a table and having a family and everything seeming normal and going out to dinner and living a normal life to being faced with how you're going to pay the mortgage and not knowing how you're going to feed your child or get their medication.
It seems that most Americans now are living from paycheck to paycheck, maybe than any other time.
There are large organizations and agencies that are set up to help people on a long-term basis, but DEAM was set up to help people on a short-term basis.
So it took a couple weeks, a lot of soul searching, a lot of courage to get in my car and show up. Probably sat there for a long time.
When people are hit by an emergency within their family, many times they don't know where to go. Sometimes they're embarrassed and they don't know how to go about getting help.
I walked in and it didn't matter why I was there. It mattered how they were going to help. And help is what they did.
Being able to help them with those needs and to give them a little bit of hope when they leave.
For me, DEAM was the beginning of getting my life back because it was a little bit about a change in attitude in me and a little bit about the support from the community.
It just fills me with gratitude that I'm in a position to be able to help and to identify with so many of the people who come in.
We need to make sure that the money is taken care of properly and efficiently.
We can't do what we need to do if we don't have funds. It's helpful when people bring canned goods, non-perishables to DEAM. We can certainly distribute those and people appreciate them. But your dollars are a lot more valuable, really.
The people there were also very kind to say there were times when they could do more, but their funds were low.
There have been times that we've had to cut back on our financial giving of utilities.
It's very important to feel like you are helping other people, and this is the way we can do it through DEAM.
DEAM meant food for me that day. What it meant in the future was family and community. I have a daughter in college, a freshman in college. I have a stable job. I'm actually still in my same home. If I had one message to give, I would say give, and give generously to DEAM. I want to be able to give that to others. I can't do it alone. I need you. So please help and give generously to DEAM.